Hello everyone, this is Manchester. Welcome back to my YouTube channel cat.m. So today we will see some other important feature regarding creating new plane, and this is called mid plane. So let's just take this front plane and draw any sketch here, and we will create this circular rectangle, square rectangle, sorry, and we make this. Let's say it is of length 70, right? Now in order, now suppose we need to create a plane at the middle of this edge, means parallel to this front face and back face and middle of this length 70. So the first method is we go to this front reference option and go to this plane property manager will open. In the first reference we will select this face and we will set 70 half, let's say 35, right? So we will put the dimension here 35 like this, and we will change the direction flip offset, and we can see now the plane is at the middle of this body, right? We can do that. The first thing is this, or we can also select the back face. Let's again go to this front plane option, go to this first reference, select this back face and flip offset, and by default it is showing 35 offset distance, so it is like this. Now there is another option which is easy to do and easy. We don't have to put any value in it. Suppose we don't know what is the length of this edge or what length of this body, so we can use this option. This is mid plane option. So again, go to this plane option, and for this plane property manager, click on this first reference. Click any one of the face like this one or this one. Let's say we select this back face, and you can see it is showing here the mid plane. So instead of typing this 35, because we need the plane at the middle of this face or this edge, so we click on this mid plane and it is asking for the second reference. See, this is the face we first selected. Now Solidworks is asking for the face between which you want to create the plane. So I will select the second reference as this face. So automatically the new created plane will be at the midway at the middle of these two selected faces. And when we press OK, it will look like this plane 2. Okay. Now again we go for this front plane option, and for the under this first reference we will select this face, and let's just suppose say we need to create a plane at the middle of this edge. So we again go for this mid plane option and we click on this face. So you can see you can create this structure like this on the mid plane. Now suppose we need to create a plane on the middle of this edge. So which two faces we will select? First, this we select this face, and second we will select this face, right? So let's just go to this plane option on the reference tab. Plane property manager will open. First reference we will select this face, and we go to this mid plane option, and we will select this face. You can see plane 4. It is looking like this, right? So I hope you understand this. And so let's just take a drawing here, and we will do some practice on the parallel plane option and also this mid plane option in this lecture. So let's just close this one, and again we will create this part and make sure we have changed this mmgs millimeter drawing, and let's just minimize this, and we can see we have this drawing which we have already covered in our lecture. So let's just draw this using the parallel plane feature. So first we will create this loop on the front plane. So we go to this sketch front plane and we will create this loop. So we have this one, this side, this, this, and this loop, right? Now first we will go for the dimensions. So we will put it here. We know this one is 45, as we can see from here. We know this one is 15, right? And we know this height is 25. So we can see from here this loop 25, and this length is 20. So we put like this, and again this length is 10. So it is I think it is covered 25 and 15, so it will be 10, and our sketch is fully defined, right? So we will go for the extrude tool and we will extrude it. How much is the distance? The distance is 30. So we will extrude it to 30 like this. Now we have already seen, in order to create this loop, we can use this back face and we will create loop from this direction like this, right, on this face, as we can see in our lectures, I think 18. Now let's just draw it using the plane. So we know that we have to create this loop at a distance of this, at a distance of I think this is 10, at a distance of 10. So what we can do, we just go to this plane option, and we, for the first reference, we create this face, and let's just type plane offset distance is 10, and but the the direction showing is opposite. So we'll click on this flip offset, and we have the plane on this face, on this exact 10 distance, right? So just click on it, click on this plane, go to sketch, and our face will be on this, you can see. So again, we will go for this normal to option. You can press Ctrl 8, right? Now we can easily draw the dimension from here like this. See, we don't need to go on the back side, and we draw as like a mirror image of it. So we just create this loop, this loop, this loop, and put the dimension here from this direction. Let's just say it is, so this is 25 and this is 45. So this length will be 20. So we'll put 20 here. It is showing this one is 12. So this is 12. And we are covering this edge as the fully defined because this edge is already we have covered. So we can use this edge like this. And so this sketch is fully defined. You can also see by rotating your cursor, by rotating your view using the middle mouse button, you can see the sketch we have drawn is at this plane, which is at a distance of 10 unit, 10 mm from this face. Now just click on OK, and we can go for feature, extrude. Now we can use this feature. We know that this one is the, see, this is the 30 extrusion. So and we minus 10, so this will be 20. So we can actually type 20 here. Or there is another option we have covered. We can go for this direction one, up to surface, and we can select this face. So it will look like this, and we press OK. So I think this is okay. This is very clear to you. And so keep practicing. And if you have any doubt, please ask, and we will try to solve your query. Now, again, we will do some drawing practice using another drawing, which is this one. So let me just adjust this so you can see this one clearly. So this is our drawing. Okay. So let's just change our unit again, like MNGS, so that we can draw the mode in millimeter drawing. And let's just first read this drawing. So this is, I think, a bracket structure for holding some shaft. So let's just don't go for the technicality of this page, just draw this one. So you can see uh, this is the 3D part, and just find out which one is the front view. So this is the front view, I think, because we are seeing from here and we can see this loop. So this is the 3D front view. We can see this loop from here. We can see this structure loop from here, and we can see these two side loop from here, right? This one will be the top view because we can see this two rectangle, this one and this two, the structure from here. And this is the side view because we can see this one, this rectangle mode, and this line mode like this. So we have all the views, right? Now we have to consider which loop we will draw first. So as per our drawing and as per our uh, previous lecture, I have told you that always start from the bottom and see which loop we can draw. So we can draw this rectangle in the front view, or we can draw this whole rectangle on the top view. We can draw this. So the rectangle, okay, let's just go for the top view. So first we can draw this 80 by, how much is this length? We can see from here, side view, it is 52. So let's just go for sketch. It is asking for the view. So we will select this top view and we will draw this rectangle, center rectangle, and we will dimension it like this. So this one is 80, right? And this one is 52. So we have drawn this one. So this rectangle is done. We press OK, and we go for this feature. We go for the extrude, and by default extrusion is 10, and actually in the drawing also it is 10. So we just press OK. Now we have our front plane at the middle, we have our top plane at the bottom, and we have our right plane at the middle, right? Now you can see the front plane is exactly at the middle, so we can start drawing this loop at the front plane from there, right? Or if in case the front plane is not at the middle, because we have drawn this rectangle as a center rectangle, right? So our front plane is at the middle. Now suppose we delete this one, delete absorb feature, and yes, and we again go for the sketch, we select the top plane, and instead of creating a rectangle, center rectangle, we are using this as a like this. Okay, now our center point is not at the middle, our anchor point is at the corner, right? So what will happen, let's just say it is 80 and this one is 52. Okay, now when we click on it and when we extrude it, let's just put 10. So what will happen, our front plane will be like this at the horizontal x. Okay, you can see here, and our top plane at the bottom as it is, and right plane will be at this corner on the y-axis. Understood? Now in this case, what we will do, see, we already know this loop, this structure is at a distance of, if the height of this extrusion is 30, right, and the total length is 52. So 30 minus 52, what will happen? It is, I think, 22. 30, 52 minus 30 is 22, and 22, let's just divide it by 2. So this is the length 11. So we can see there are two methods of making this structure, right? So first we will do the uh, plane method, the parallel plane method, then we will use this mid plane option. Okay, so let's just go for this plane and click on it and put it 11 here, but the direction is showing is opposite, so we will flip offset it and press OK, and we will again go for this plane 1, and we will start drawing this loop. So what we can do is just draw a center line from here, from the bottom of this, and from here. How much is the distance? You can see the center of the circle, this one, the height is 40. So we can draw this center line as a dimension 40, right? Now we will draw two circles from here like this. This one is, I think, radius 12, so diameter will be 24, and the second one is will be this one, so diameter will be this one, the largest one. So this one will be dia 40. So we will put dia 40 here and dia 12 here. It is already we have drawn, and let's just draw a line here to here, so it will be fully defined, right? And let's just draw a line here to here, it will be fully defined. Now what we can do, we will uh, trim these two entities like this, so it is showing like this step. Okay, now what we can do, you can see we have these two lines, and we already know we can use it, we can use the offset tool to make this one. So let's just draw another line like this here, or we can also use the mirror tool. So let's just put it here, and you can see this structure is 10, and we are start drawing this line from the middle. Okay, let me off this plane so you can clearly see, you have seen this 7, this is, we are creating new line, this line from the center line, so we are talking about this center option. Okay, so from here to here, this line will be 12. Why? Because this is the length 10, so half of it will be 5, so this distance is 5, and this distance is 7, so we have to create a line of 12, so it is actually showing 10, 12. Okay, now again we go for the this one, up option, and we can use this 12 of 2 view. See, there are two ways. We can either make this center line, again we can draw this, we can either make this center line like this, and we offset this one, let's say 5 on both side bidirectional like this, right? And we don't need uh, cap ends or select chain. So we don't need select chain option. And we want to create this because this is center line. So we can, if we offset it, this line will also be center line. So we just make it to base geometry. Okay, no, we don't. Okay, let just press OK. You can see it is showing like this, and we just trim this structure, this one. We can do this. Okay, and we will again rejoin this here like this, and we mirror these entities to here. So this we can do, or there is another way of not using offset and just complete the sketch like this. Let's just draw this here like this. Let's 7 and make it join on it. So we just dimension it 7. And what we can do here, now we mirror entities. So we go for the mirror entities to mirror this one, this, and this. What is the mirror center line? This one. Yeah, mirror about and OK. So this is OK. And again, I think I missed this line. So just create this line. Now, what we need to do, we just need to trim this line. So we go for this trim and we clear this. So you can see the loop, and we already draw this as at a distance of 11. So it is already showing here. Now just OK, extrude, go for the extrude. And how much is the extrusion? It is in this direction. So change the direction and change the depth to 30 mm, right? And that's OK. So see, we can create this structure using the plane at a distance of 11. Okay. Now we can also make this equal structure, this same structure using mid plane or using the plane at the middle. Let's just draw this one. So let's delete this plane, and this sketch. Okay. Now we go for this plane option. We first reference is this. We go for this mid plane. And we can see the plane is created at the middle. Or initially we have created a center rectangle where front plane is already in the middle, so we can use that also. Okay. Now this select this front plane, click on OK. We create same loop on this body like this. Let's put it 40, right? As we already know. Draw the structure like this, one circle, and we'll just say two circle, and dimension it. This one is 40 dia. This one is radius 24, right? So again, we will draw two lines from the quadrants, right, from here to here and from here to here. And we will trim these entities from this to this. And again, we will again go for this line. This is 12. You already know that, right? And again, we will go upside from this. This is 2, like this. And sorry, this is 2, like this. In order to off the plane, select the plane from feature manager tree and go for hide. And we will use this line like this as a 7 distance and go for this body like this, right? And what we can do, we will use the mirror tool, and in this case we will select the bottom line also and mirror about this one. So this sketch is completed. Again, we will go for trim option, this one. So we have the complete loop. You can also adjust this dimension from here to here. Or if you don't want to see the relations, you can off this relation. You can see the dimensions only, right? You can change the view as like this. Now you can see this front loop is at the middle of this structure. So just click on OK. Now when we go for extrusion, what we will do, you can see we have this option called midplane option, right? In midplane, what is the condition in midplane? The extrusion will take place on both sides equally. So if we put 30 here, So it will be 15 here and it will be 15 here. I think this is clear. So we can use this and press OK. Now we can see these two handles, these two side supports or rib feature is there, which is at a distance of 10, and the front view we can see it is attaching from this line up to this one, and same here. So again we will use this plane too, which is at the middle of this body, because we can use this middle option and we can extrude after making this these two loops, we can extrude it on both side mid plane at a distance of 5, right? 5 here, 5 this side, so total will be 10. Okay, so make sure I have written here 30, so 30 means 15 at this side and 15 at this side. So let's just go for this plane again and click on sketch. So now see what will happen. Suppose we created this line and this line like this, and here also we created this line and this line using these two endpoints like this. Okay, I think it is not fully defined because we haven't selected this exact point. So let's just again select this and this. Okay, so now it is fully defined. Now, in order to make this arc, we can again go for the center line and we again go for this arc feature, this line feature, this, and connect these two ends. Then we will trim the other body. Instead of using this, we can use this convert entities option. So this feature is very important for us. Okay, so this feature is convert entities. So we just click on it, entities to convert. So entities to convert means whenever we select existing edges, it will change it into sketch on the current sketch mode. Okay, so when we select this arc, you can see it is selecting these edges, right? So when we click OK, it is already created these edges as a sketch of this current sketch. Okay, as a sketch of this current mode which we are using. You can see it is already created. So we have this one left. So just go for convert it is, click on it, and it will project the it will project this edge as a line on the our current working plane or working sketch. Okay, I think it is clear. Now suppose we will select convert entities and we will select this. You can see it is selecting all together. So when we click OK, it will project all together line like this. Okay, so let's do the same on both sides, or we can also use the mirror by creating a center line and mirror it. So let's just create a convert entities again. So we'll go for the convert entities, click on it here, 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 and this edge, and just press OK, and you can see it already projecting itself now, but it is not creating any loop. So we will trim this line, or we can also use the contour uh, feature on the extrude tool. So let's just trim this. It will be easier for us. You can see now it is showing our two loop, and when we go for the select relation, you can see this is the convert entities on edge to edge option, on line to line option. So it is already, when we use this convert entities option, it is showing us relation on edge of part 9, edge of line 7. Okay, I think it is clear for you. So we just press it and we go for this extrude tool. It is showing us blind, so we will go for mid plane, and what will be the depth? It is 10, and we will press OK. So you can see we have completed our sketch using both the methods, and just practice it. If you have any question regarding it, this you can take the screenshot from here and you just practice it. If you have any question regarding it, any query, please do ask, and please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Your support is very much needed. So thank you very much, everyone, and take care and stay blessed. Okay, thank you.